Union is not just physical, it is spiritual, it is cosmic, and for as long as humanity has existed, it has been one of the most powerful doorways into both creation and corruption. Our ancestors knew this. In ancient cultures, Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, the Americas, intimacy was ritual. It wasn't casual, it was seen as a portal. Every embrace, every release was understood as an exchange of life force, ancestral memory, and spiritual power. But over time, the wisdom was stolen. Colonization, religion, patriarchy, they twisted sacred union into shame and silence. Priestesses who guarded the mysteries were burned as witches. Men who practiced tantric wisdom were absorbed into distorted systems. The act that once healed, uplifted, became an act wrapped in guilt, fear, and suppression. And that suppression became food for entities, energies that thrive in shadow. But let's fast forward today. Look at our world. Union has been stripped of its sanctity and turned into a commodity. Porn has become the new temple, training the nervous system to crave quick consumption instead of deep connection. Hookup culture pushes the illusion that sex is meaningless when truth of every act leaves cords, imprints, and residue. And people wonder why they feel drained, anxious, or restless after being with someone. It's because they've carried not just that person, but the energetic debris of every person that person has laid with. And let's talk about the body. The medical medium shows us that hidden pathogens like the Epstein-Barr virus, herpes, strep, shingles are quickly and quietly rising and riding the human population. And when intimacy happens in low vibration, rooted in addiction, secrecy, or escape, those pathogens find an open door. The body's immunity weakens. The nervous system scatters. The disease escalates. But this story is not only about the present, it's about the future. And right now we are at a split. On one side, people will stay locked in the old program, mechanical, unconscious, transactional intimacy. That path leads to depletion, viral spread, and entity feeding. On the other side, intimacy is being reclaimed as ritual, as ceremony, as a sacred tool for awakening. Imagine two people meeting with intention, with care, with awareness. Their union doesn't drain, it replenishes. Instead of opening portals to shadow, they open portals to healing, to light, to DNA activation. This is where humanity is headed. Two timelines, two realities. The serpent has always symbolized this. When energy is unconscious, the serpent coils downward, feeding shadow. When energy is sacred, the serpent rises, activating wisdom, truth, and ascension. That's why the serpent was demonized. It represents power that cannot be controlled. So how do we heal? We begin by releasing shame, by naming the trauma instead of hiding it, by cutting cords that no longer serve, by strengthening our bodies with real nourishment so pathogens have no home. And most of all, by reclaiming union as intentional, whether with a partner or even with the self. Because the truth is, intimacy has always been a battlefield of spirit. Entities, pathogens, and systems have fought to claim it. But our ancestors left us clues. It was never meant to be a weapon. It was meant to be medicine. And in the years ahead, the choice will become clear. Stay in unconscious loops and carry the weight of depletion, or walk the path of sacred remembrance and rise into your destiny. Because union is not casual, it is cosmic. It is not just pleasure, it is power. And how you wield that power will determine not only your health, but the future of your lineage.